Good evening, all of you, and welcome to this live program on Amrita Listens. This live is specially tailored to make you all confident on the queries that you had raised in the last couple of months. In fact, we were able to answer most of your questions on a Telegram chat, but we felt that we must be personally present and delivering few of those doubts that still continues to ponder in your mind. We had done a similar program of Amrita Listens last year for the students who had applied for AEEE 2019. So on behalf of Amrita School of Engineering, Amrita Vishwa Vidyapeetham, I, Mr.Methil Krish, you can call me by name Krish, reporting to you from the AEEE campus, Coimbatore. Good evening to all of you, and I'm sure this session will certainly be of some interest and for some clarifications which you have been longing for quite some time. Good evening, and many of you have been wishing me good evening, and good evening. I know the situation is not that coping with all of us, and I'm sure we all jointly pray that the situation eases and becomes normal as early as possible. So on behalf of you, my dear little children, on behalf of Amrita School of Engineering, Amrita Vishwa Vidyapeetham, let's jointly pray that this deadly pandemic leaves the entire globe and all of us are safe and secured. Coming back to the topic, I wish to run through few slides which will be of quite an interesting details for you. So here are my slides, and I wish that you see those slides on your screens. The first slide is, of course, Amrita Listens 2020. I am Professor Methil Krish, the chairman of Career Competency Development, Amrita Vishwa Vidyapeetham. I'm sure each of you would have known about our Chancellor, who is worldwide known humanitarian and spiritual leader, Sri Mata Amritanandamai, who continues to hold the helm of affairs of our university. And Amma has rightly said, the education that is being imparted from our university is for living and for life. And Amma has recently also mentioned that let us live for the present. And our own attitude, the behavior in us makes a lot of difference. And it matters a lot as to how we take the pandemic in the near future, through which we have to live for some more time. Amma says, be courageous, and through courage, we can overcome all types of viruses that is attacking us. In Amrita Listens, there's so many things that we need to talk to you about our university. You can see on the screen that among the world universities, we have been ranked #1 from the private institutions. On the right, you will find that Amrita Vishwa Vidyapeetham is the 8th best ranked university through the NIRF, National Institutional Ranking Framework, which was kickstarted by the MHRD, Ministry of Human Resource Development, in the year 2015 to rank the universities of our country based on few parameters. And we are proud to say that we have been continuously holding the 8th rank in the last 3 years. We also have the next slide regarding the placement, and it isn't out of place for us to mention that for the last 4 or 5 years, we have been able to get jobs for our students who are passing out from the Amrita School of Engineering, and that's about 95% plus. You might ask me that in some of the institutions, they say 100% placement. That never happens, because the students who graduate, some of them would go for higher studies, some of them would go for starting their own businesses, they become entrepreneurs, and some of them would probably not wanting a job. So if somebody declares that is 100% placement, I'm sorry to state that it now happens. So we would be somewhere in the range of 95% to 97% as far as the placement is concerned. We have 20 plus centers of excellence in our research team. One of those USP, I would say, about Amrita Vishwa Vidyapeetham is on research and development. And it is again not out of place to say that we have 20 plus centers of excellence in research area. We have students, we have almost about 200 plus students who avail studies abroad, and the next details which would probably come down would be on the various universities that Amrita Vishwa Vidyapeetham is linked with. You can read all those: Buffalo, Mexico. So these are the universities with whom we are linked with, and there are 200 plus such collaborations that Amrita Vishwa Vidyapeetham is having across the globe. And a few names to mention about the placement. You can see Microsoft, Cisco, Bosch, Amazon, Arista, Micro Focus. So more detail would come in the later presentation of my slide. Yes, this is something, like if you touch the screen, it will be as hot as it is, because this was announced a couple of days back that Amrita backs the 125th rank in THE. It's on Times Higher Education Asian ranking, and it's again one of the greatest achievements. We have progressed from 150 rank to 125 rank, which clearly proves that this is the university which keeps improving year on year in terms of various parameters under which we have been judged as the 125th best universities for the higher education across the globe. So congratulations to the students who have been with us, and congratulations in advance for the students who are likely to join us for the year 2020. Regarding where we are existing, if you look at Amrita Vishwa Vidyapeetham, currently we are out of 6 campuses in southern part of India. 2 are in Kerala, 1 is in Kollam and 1 is in Cochin. 2 are in Tamil Nadu, 1 in Chennai and 1 in Coimbatore, from where I am now talking to all of you. Then you have 2 campuses in Karnataka, 1 in Mysore and the other one is in Bangalore. And if God willingly, if things go well with us, we would be having our 5th Amrita School of Engineering at Amravati in Andhra Pradesh. We also have our 2nd Amrita Institute of Medical Science, which is likely to be inaugurated in 2020 at NCR, the National Capital Region, that is in Faridabad, Haryana State. So these are the campuses, and God willingly, we have many more campuses across the country. Now here is where, my dear little children, I would like to spend some little more time. So these are the courses that are available currently with us. So aerospace engineering, yes, we do have it in Coimbatore. Only in Coimbatore we have aerospace engineering. Chemical engineering, again in Coimbatore. So people who are willing to be chemical engineers can always opt for joining us in Amrita School of Engineering, Ettimade, Coimbatore. And civil engineering is again in Amrita School of Engineering, Ettimade, as well as in Chennai. So students who are opting to become civil engineers, who would certainly love to be constructing for the future, building the nation with bricks and cements, can apply at both our campuses at Coimbatore and at Chennai. Aerospace engineering, only in Coimbatore, and chemical engineering, only at Coimbatore. Now, coming back to the other streams, other disciplines. We have computer and communication engineering. Yes, that's again, people opting to be CCE would certainly expect them to join at our Coimbatore campus. So Coimbatore campus, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, which I mentioned a bit. I'm spending some time on this because you must know where, what. Why you know, but where and what is most important. Aerospace engineering is in Coimbatore. Chemical engineering is Coimbatore. Civil engineering we have in our new campus, which we started off in 2019 at Chennai and as well as at Coimbatore. Computer and communication engineering, my dear little children, we have it only in Coimbatore campus. CSC, computer science engineering, yes, that's available in all the 4+1, that is in Amravati, all the 5 campuses. Amravati's, hopefully I mentioned, should start off this year. And if so, you have in all the 5 campuses, computer science engineering. We have it in Amritapuri, in Kollam, in Kerala. We have in a place called Kasavanahalli in Bangalore. That's again in Karnataka. We have in Coimbatore, that's a place called Ettimadai. Yes, again in Tamil Nadu. We have a place called Vengal in a district called Tiruvallur, close to Chennai. And we have one in Amravati, that is in Andhra Pradesh. So CSC is available in all the 5 campuses. Now coming to computer science engineering, which is of course artificial intelligence. So we call it as CSC AI, barring Chennai. Chennai do not have the facility of CSC at the moment. We have in all other 4 campuses, starting from Amravati, we have in Coimbatore, we have in Bangalore, Bangalore, and we have in Amritapuri. So people opting to take up CSC, artificial intelligence, would apply into all the 4 campuses, barring Chennai. Electrical and computer engineering, yes, barring Bangalore and Chennai and Amravati, we have in Amritapuri as well as in Coimbatore, electrical and computer engineering, which is of course known as ECE. So ECE is available in Amritapuri as well as in Coimbatore. Now there's yet another discipline, a stream which is called electrical and computer engineering. We would call it as ELCE, electrical and computer engineering. We have it in 2 campuses, one in Amritapuri in Kollam in Kerala, as well as we have it in Coimbatore in Tamil Nadu. So ELCE, we don't have it in 3 campuses, Chennai, Amravati and Bangalore. We do not have the facility of ELCE. So ELCE, to repeat, Amritapuri and Coimbatore. We have EEE, that's called electrical and electronics engineering, in all the 5 campuses. So Amritapuri, we have it in Bangalore, we have it in Coimbatore, we have it in Chennai, as well as we have it in Amravati. So EEE people can opt for all the 5 campuses to join our EEE discipline or the stream of engineering. Now coming to yet another one is electronics and communication engineering. That's called, we could call it as, we'll call it a little later, but electronics and communication engineering, we have all the 5 campuses, the same discipline, Amritapuri, Bangalore, Coimbatore, Chennai, Amravati. So electronics and communication engineering is available in all the 5 campuses, ECE. Now the other one is electronics and computer engineering. We had it electrical and computer engineering. Now we have electronics and computer engineering available in only 2 of our campuses. That's in Amritapuri as well as in Bangalore. So the last one is mechanical engineering. Of course, you can see from the slide that all the 5 campuses, Amritapuri, Bangalore, Coimbatore, Chennai, and Amravati, all 5 campuses have mechanical engineering. Now, I will run through this once again for our own understanding. Aerospace engineering, Coimbatore, chemical engineering, Coimbatore, civil engineering, Coimbatore and Chennai, computer and communication engineering, Coimbatore, We have computer science engineering in all the five: Amritapuri, Bangalore, Coimbatore, Chennai, and Amravati. You have computer science engineering, artificial intelligence in Amritapuri, in Bangalore, in Coimbatore, and Chennai also, which I will come back to in the last sentence. You can add Chennai also and Amravati. You have electrical and computer engineering, Amritapuri, as well as Coimbatore. You have electrical and electronics engineering in all the five campuses. You have electronics and communication engineering, yes, in all the five campuses. And electronics and computer engineering only in Amritapuri and Bangalore. Then you have mechanical engineering in all the five, yes, all the five campuses. Now, there was few inquiries coming up in the last 3 or 4 weeks regarding cyber security, right? Computer science and cyber security engineering. And we would like to inform you that Chennai campus will be adding this stream for the year 2020 onwards. So the students who are desirous of getting the computer science, cyber security engineering, which can certainly apply for this discipline at our Chennai campuses. Though Chennai campus does not show you the AI, artificial intelligence, you can be rest assured that in Chennai for the year 2020, we would add computer science and artificial intelligence also in our Chennai campus. So this is the discipline in all the five campuses. Again, I repeat, Amravati is likely to be inaugurated for the year 2020, and Chennai would add on artificial intelligence, that's computer science, stroke artificial intelligence, and cyber security for the year 2020. People with mechanical engineering, all the five, yes. People for electronics and communication engineering, all the five, yes. And you have computer science and engineering, all the five plus. Aerospace, chemical, yes, only Coimbatore has the facility. And of course, for the computer and communication engineering, we have the facility only in Coimbatore. So I move on to the next. Why did I spend such a long time is because people keep asking what, where. So this is all available in our website, but we thought we will personally explain the availability of streams in different campuses of Amrita School of Engineering. Eligibility, I think most of you know that you need to have a minimum aggregate, 60% aggregate of marks in all the three streams of mathematics, physics, and chemistry. And you cannot feature or you cannot apply where you get less than 55% individually in any of those maths, physics, chemistry. So even if you get 70% or 80%, you must ensure that in none of those three streams, your marks in any of those streams that your marks are not less than 55%. And regarding the age, right? Regarding the age, yes, your date of birth should have fallen on or after July 1, 1999. So I repeat, the age, date of birth falls on or after July 1, 1999. So we are in 2020. So if your date of birth falls on June 1998, you can answer my question. If your date of birth falls on 15th of July 2020, you can answer my question. So that is what is the eligibility, and admission is through three of those competitive examinations. One is, of course, you can call it Amrita Engineering Entrance Examination or Amrita Examination Engineering, whatever you want. It's called AEEE, right? It is one way of getting into all those five campuses of Amrita School of Engineering: Amritapuri, Chennai, Coimbatore, Bangalore, and Amravati. So AEEE is a separate examination which Amrita School of Engineering conducts every year, right? The second way to get into the Amrita School of Engineering is through the JEE Main, right? JEE Main, right? You all know JEE, Joint Entrance Examination for getting into NIT. So JEE Main is yet another source and the third source of getting into Amrita School of Engineering in one of those 5 campuses is through yet another qualifying examination, right, which is conducted by the University Board from US. It's called Scholastic Aptitude Test. So we have 3 ways of entering into Amrita School of Engineering. We'll talk a little bit about this at a later stage of my presentation. I'm sure I'm trying to clear all your doubts through my explanation about the way of entering or getting yourself admitted into Amrita School of Engineering. Amrita Listens again talks about the cost of applications, right? If you are to apply for through AEEE, it is 1,000, and it is through joint entrance examination, it is 300. If you have to write both, apply for both AEEE and JEE, it will cost you 1,000 rupees. So that's again. So you decide whether you want to join us through JEE alone, main, it's 300. If you want to join AEEE, you're not writing a JEE, it's again 1,000. But if you want to again attempt either through AEEE or JEE, it's 1,000 rupees. This is yet another, I'm sure you'll be able to watch this. We have categorized ourselves into 3 categories: Category 1, Category 2, Category 3. You can see, actually, you can see like you have CSC and you have CAI, Computer Science and Artificial Intelligence. You have Electrical Engineering, you have Electronics and Computer, we have Electrical Communication Engineering, all in 3, you would say, Category 2. You have EEE, EEE, right, and Mechanical Engineering in Category 3. So these are Category 1, 2, and 3. I want you to go through those seat percentage in Amritapuri. You can see the fee structure. You can see both seat percentage and fee structure for all the 5 campuses. 1 in Amritapuri, 1 in Bangalore, 1 in Coimbatore, 1 in Chennai, 1 in Amaravati. Now you can read the Category 1. Right? Category 1, you may ask me, why did we have Category 1? Why did we have Category 2? Why did we have Category 3? It's based on the demand for the particular streams. Right? So there is a rush for the Category 1. There's a little lesser rush for Category 2. And there is a little lesser rush for the Category 3. So people who are opting for Category 1, the percentage is 10, 20, 20, 10, 20, 20, 50. Now, we are going to write AEEE as well as JEE based on the ranking. Based on the ranking from AEEE as well as JEE, the 10% of those toppers, in these 2 examinations, whether it is this or that, it's not a scholarship. I wouldn't call it as a scholarship. It's called a differential fees, I can call it as, because we are differentiated based on your performance in this particular examination and based on the categories what you are choosing. So if, for example, if you fall on the 10% category and you're opting to join CSC, you would pay 1 lakh if you join Amrita. But if you join Bangalore, again you pay only 1 lakh. But when you join Coimbatore, you pay 1,25,000. And if you join Chennai campus, you pay 1 lakh. And of course, Amaravati also, you pay 1 lakh. So if you fall under, for example, just a quoting example, if 50,000 or let's say 1 lakh students write AEEE, right? The 10% of 1 lakh is 10,000. If you fall under the 10,000, you're at, let's say, 5,060th rank. So you fall under the 10% category. And when you choose this category, you pay so much of differential fees and that. So, I mean, again, I repeat, this is nothing to do with scholarship, because we would certainly give sort of extend our arms to those people who fare well in their academics and who score well during their AEEE and JEE. So it's a 10%, right, in the first category. Then the next 20%, I say 5,000, 10,000 is that 1 lakh applicants for us. The remaining, let's say, the next 20% is from 10,001 to 30,000. So if you fall under that category, choose category number 1 and join computer science engineering In Amritapuri, you pay 1,75,000. So similarly, in Bangalore, you pay 1,90,000 rupees. You join Coimbatore with that second category of 10,001 and 30,000. You pay a fees of 2,25,000 per annum. And in Chennai, you pay 1,75,000. And in Amravati, you pay 2 lakhs. So then the next 20% is 30,001 to 50,000 people who scored that particular rank and wishes to join computer science engineering in Amritapuri would pay a fees of 2,10,000. Then of course in Bangalore you pay 2,50,000. In Coimbatore you pay 2,90,000, and you pay 2,50,000 in Chennai, and Amravati you pay 2,50,000. So out of 1 lakh, we have covered almost, the differential fees is almost for the 50% of those people who write our examinations. Look at that. And the rest 50% would certainly pay the normal fees. So the normal fees for the guys who come from 50,001 to 1 lakh rank would pay 2,50,000 in Amritapuri for CSE and CAI, and for Bangalore you pay 2,80,000, and in Coimbatore you pay 3,25,000 as well. Chennai you pay 3 lakhs, and for Amravati you pay 3 lakhs. So my dear little friends, to cut the story short, so decide on what stream you are applying, whether it is category 1, category 2, category 3. In category 3 there is a slight little change. You have EEE there, you have mechanical engineering there, right? And you have 25, 25, 25, 25. So you have, instead of 10%, sort of, if somebody who gets 25, you are under the 25% ranking and 1 lakh people write. So if you are into 24,121 first rank and you want to join EEE in Amritapuri, you pay 1 lakh, right? But you are in a rank, I'm just giving you an example of the ranking system. You are, let's say, in the last few ranks and you still want to join EEE in Amritapuri, you pay 2 lakhs. You are in the rank of, let's say, 30,200. You fall on the second category or category 3 in the second serial number, you pay 1,50,000. And if you have scored 50,100 rank and you fall under 1,75,000, that's on the third serial number. So here is where you need to look at the differential fees. And again, I tell you that this has nothing to do with the scholarship. We always expect the best to join us, and the best is probably evaluated through the ranks that you scored in your AEEE as well as your JEE. May I now move on to my next slide, my dear little friends. The exam pattern for AEEE is, right, you have just about 2 hours of examination for, it's for the physics, chemistry, mathematics. You have 3 subjects, physics, chemistry, and mathematics. For physics and chemistry, you have 25 marks and totally, which means 3 marks. And for mathematics, it's 30 questions. So 30 plus 25 is 80. 80 into 3 is 240 marks in total with 2 hours of timing. And there is a minus negative marking, right? If you get correct answers for all the 80 questions, you get 240 marks. But if you make a mistake, 1 question wrong, you have a negative marking of 1 mark coming down in your total marks that you could gain. So be very confident, be very sure about the answer. Don't lose your marks by losing those 1 mark for each wrong answers. To repeat, 2 hours of examination, 25 questions for physics, 25 questions for chemistry, 30 questions for mathematics, totally 3 marks for each question, 3 into 80, 240 marks. And if you mess up or give a wrong answer, for each wrong answer, you tend to lose 1 mark. Go to the next slide. This is where you need to cope up. You need to make a note of it. We still have registration tentatively declared that if you have some friends to apply to Amrita School of Engineering, they have still time up to 30th, which still is quite tentative. I mean, in the sense, I put it as tentative date, considering the current situation, we would little postpone or little take it over for the next 10 days or so. As such, it is 30th of June, and I'm sure that let's study for the next 2 weeks what's happening, and if it is required that we keep our registrations open, it could go up to 10th of July. So if you have any friends who are still waiting to apply with Amrita School of Engineering, please ask them to do and not to wait till 30th of June. So all the best for those students who are planning to apply till 30th of June. The exam dates we have in 2 phases. The first phase is on the 11th July and 11th and 12th of July. And the second phase is 24, 25, 26 July. So please make a note of this 2 phases. You can write your exam either on 11th or on 12th July, or you can even write your exam on 24th or 25th or 26th of July. So I repeat, 11th and 12th of July, and 24th, 25th, 26th of July again. And you need to book your slots for your examination, and that would commence on the 25th of June. It'll be intimated to you through your WhatsApp number or through your mail from our admissions department, and you can start your booking from 25th onwards, either for the first phase or for the second phase. Now, you'll ask me, when would be the last date for slot booking? The last date for slot booking would be 3 days prior to your examination. For example, if you're planning to write your AEEE on 26th July, the slot booking would open till the 23rd of July. So, but it's all subject to availability of seats. Why I say availability of seats? Because we will be having the social distancing. We need to have just about a few children writing this examination. So you must always book in advance so that you get the choice of date and choice of sender. So please don't make, but in case you miss, we still open the slot booking 3 days prior to the examinations, and subject to availability of seats, all of you are most welcome to do the slot booking. So to repeat, 30th June, tentative. Tell your friends to apply if they haven't done so. It could probably go up to the 10th of July based on the situations that we are currently studying. And the exams are scheduled for the 11th and 12th July. And the second phase would be on the 24th, 25th, and 26th of July. Slot booking starts on 25th of June 2020. Please do not wait till the last moment. So the date, number of days, 3 days prior to the examination would be the last day of slot booking. Don't wait till then, because we need to arrange with a lot of space so that you have the social distancing which takes place when we have our examination being conducted on these 2 phases. The next slide, why am I talking to you about all this is, all those questions, all those doubts and queries have come based on all this. So once I clear it, you'll have very few questions to ask me, but still, you're most welcome to ask me. The admission process, I'm sure you would all be aware of it. You all know our website, www.amrita.edu/btech. You would have clicked the apply button there. This others for people who are yet to apply. That's why we are keeping the books open till 30th of June, tentatively for the opening out till 10th of July. Click the button now. Okay, you'll be directed to aoapamrita.edu. Choose your register now option and create your credential, user credential, and you can log in and give complete information, your profile, and also the application form can be filled up. You have your payment to made that can be done on either your cards, challans, or UPIs or net banking. And of course, it's all based on SAT, JEE, and AEEE. So if you have any doubts on this, you can certainly get back to us. Like, how do we get in? Especially for those who are new in applying, who hasn't applied so far, can always get back to us. The seat allocation, right? You also that need to be registered through the centralized seat allotment process, right? Who have attempted for AEEE as well as with G, they need to register through the CSAP process, centralized seat allotment process, and that will be based on the ranks that you obtain, as I mentioned earlier, for your AEEE as well as joint entrance examination. 70% of the seat are reserved for those candidates who are applying through the AEEE, right, Amrita Engineering Entrance Examination. 20% of the seat is reserved for those students who are attempting to admit themselves into Amrita School of Engineering through joint entrance examination, right? There's one more coming up in the month of July. So wish you all the best. And with that score also, you can 20% of our seat is reserved for them. And for those rank holders, right, you have your common rank list there. And 10% through the scholastic aptitude test. So 70 AEEE, right? 20 if you have 3,000 seats for all the 5 campuses, which I'm sure 70%, about 2,100 seats are for those students who appear through AEEE. About 600 seats are for those who are appearing through, are getting admissions through the JEE, and 300 seats for those who are through SAT, Scholastic Aptitude Test. So this is what is the seat allocation. So please, gentlemen, I think I made this a bit clear for you. And this is how it is done. You need to register, right? And when you register your seat allotment, you need to submit your academic preference and the campus and the branch, which I mentioned to you in a sort of a depth knowledge by now you have received, which are the campuses and which are the branches that we have. So I think this part of it has been fairly taken care of, and I'm sure you would have now decided which campus and the branch which need to be submitted as per your preference in your academics. Yes, someone did ask us about the syllabus for AEEE. I think you have an information handbook in www.amrita.edu/btech. Every information, whatever you ask for, all available there. So you will get the entire syllabus of the questions that would come, not would come in 2020, but which has been coming for the last quite a few years. We have yet another, this is very important slide for each of us. I'm sure each of you are joining Amrita School of Engineering so that by 2024, each of you move out of our campus with a job which is mostly respected in terms of the company as well as the salary that you receive, the package that you receive. We have a department which is called CIR, Corporate Industry Relations, and here is where we have a team in every campus who would take care of your training, learning and development process so that you become successful in the interviews, which you take on in the 3rd year or in the 5th or 6th semester of yours, and prepare you towards that employability areas or employability requirements. So this department, CIR, takes care of learning and development. They also take care of bringing the best of the best corporates, both nationally and internationally famous, and ensure that each of you who pass out gets the best of the salaries, even beyond your dreams. So we have a dedicated team. That's what I mentioned about CIR. And as I mentioned, 95% plus placement is a fairly appreciable achievement as far as the CIR is concerned. And it is not out of place today. You look at any private deemed to be universities. The current salary, the current package, the highest package what our students have received this year is 52 lakhs per annum, which would probably work out to close to about more than 4 lakhs per month. 4 lakhs per month. I repeat, 4 lakhs per month, and a company called Atlassian had offered to 3 of our students. And as I mentioned that every year, more than 200 companies keep visiting us, seeking seeking students to join their corporates. And those names are down. I read it out in the beginning of my presentation. And the next slide would certainly, yes. Some of you are worried about examination, and not some. The moment you hear examination, you have the fear in yourself. Will I be able to clear, or will I? No, you will be able to clear. So what we have done is we have introduced an online JEE and AEEE practice portal. You can go through our website. You can go for practicing in previous year's questions from 2011 to 2019. Based on those questions, JEE, you can go through all the questions. Please attempt those questions and answer as best as possible. We also uploaded a lot of videos on this examinations, like for JEE and AEEE. We also have a detailed examination report, which will come to you the moment you appear for that online free test. And you can do any number of tests. You no limit. You can have multiple attempts allowed. And subject-wise, you want to get into physics, chemistry, whatever it is, mathematics, subject-wise practice sessions. And only thing you need to log into www.amritacbtpractice.com. So please, you have enough time now. People have completed their 12th standard in terms of board examination. You can sit this and practice. It will be helpful for any of those competitive examinations, for any of those engineering colleges across the country and abroad. So please get into this portal and practice. The way you practice is the results that you achieve. So don't worry. The practice makes a person perfect. And I'm sure the more number of times you practice, you get better results. And the next slide would be on students' place. This is a lovely. You can see many of your seniors who have just completed engineering in the year 2020 have been placed, and a few of the photographs you can see, right? I did mention to you about 4 lakhs plus for 3 of the students in a company Atlassian. These are the 3 lucky students would be starting to earn 4 lakhs plus. Congratulations to all the 3, right? Congratulations. That's not the end of the show. We have quite a few of them placed in the world's #1 software company, Microsoft, and those are the 1, 2, 3, 3 of them placed. I think they also would carry close to about 43 or 44 lakhs per annum. And you have others in company called Cisco, right? Amazon. So these are the companies which maybe Cisco would be around 31 to 32 lakhs per annum, and Amazon also would range. So I think fairly well in terms of placement, and after all, we are looking at ensuring that our students get their dream jobs before you leave our institution. So SAP Labs is again one of the best. McKinsey, again a consulting company. So I think we thought seeing is believing. So you can see the happy faces there, and I would see that each of you joining us also would see such faces. And when I make this Amrita Listens presentation, the year 2024, I would like to put each of your photographs here, not at 52 lakhs, maybe 100 lakhs plus. So wish you all the best. And this is the exchange program, what I mentioned. Like, you have from ECE, all these have gone abroad to do their 6 months, 1 year exchange programs. I said 200 plus. And these are the few of those students who are in this exchange program. Just to run through photographs. Study abroad programs, they come here. These have already left abroad. And someone in North California, somebody in Texas, somebody in MIT, USA, which is supposed to be the world's #1. Northwest Missouri State University, you have Penn State University, Peninsula, and you have different universities. So they are all now gone abroad to do their part of their engineering graduation program. So many names like that you can see such different universities. And these are the few other, I'm going to run it through because it's going to be about 10 more minutes. I'm going to talk to you. These are which have come to us very recently. It's, of course, a private deemed to be university. I didn't mention to you about this particular university, this particular point, that ours is one of those institution of eminence. It's the institution of eminence is awarded to 10 private and 10 public government universities. And this is again started off with UGC, wherein they have given autonomy to the universities to decide the best for the students. So we are proud to mention that Amrita Vishwa Vidyapeetham is an institution of eminence, and we have in both administration and in academics, we can decide what we should give best for our students. So ours is a private deemed to be universities under UGC, right? A grade UGC. We have been A graded by the Union Grants Commission, and that is in the year 2009. So is Amrita School? Yes, NIRF is again a ranking given by MHRD. I mentioned to you, and we are the eighth ranking for the last 3 years. And this is how you need to. It's Amrita Vishwa Vidyapeetham again. This is how you need to judge and gauge the quality of the institution. So we are in the top of the list in terms of the best universities across the country and also across the world in terms of standards and outcomes of our students. Look, we don't have any minimum cutoff and percentile score. Everything is based on the ranking, both in JEE as well as in AEEE. Practice well, get excellent ranking, and then you are into one of the campuses, one of the 5 campuses. So no percentile. Can you explain why AEEE is? Yes, of course, why not? AEEE, look, you all can appreciate the current situation. If somebody misses, having taken a slot for the 11th of July, unable to attend the examinations in July 11th or 12th, can still go for the second phase, 24, 25, 26. So we are not able to predict the future of any such problem. So we thought, let's give opportunities. Even if you miss 11, 12, 24, you can go to the 25 and 26. So the more number of opportunities, nothing to fear. We are open to you to help you to attempt AEEE. And that's why we created 2 phases instead of having all those 5 dates together. The next slide is when the results will be published. The results must be, the exams must be over as of 25th, and by the first week end of August, maybe before 10th of August, you will get the results. Is it only after the completion of both the phases? Of course. That's what I said. Our 25th, 26th, and what did I mention? 24, 25, 26 is the final examination. And once it is over in the month of July, we would certainly publish our results before the 10th of August. The next question is, I mentioned to you the last date. I did mention to you that 3 days prior to the examination that you're choosing, that if you choose 25th July as your examination date, it should be open. The slot booking would be open as of 22nd of July. Plus, please don't wait, because it's subject to, the more you delay, the availability of seat for writing the examination must be available. So do we have, no, we don't have any pen and paper test for this year, and request all of you to be prepared for computer-based test. Oh, why not? I have applied for pen and paper test. Shall I change it to? Please write to admissions. You must have the email ID with all the details of your registration number. You have your all details. Please, we will stand corrected on from pen and paper to the computer-based test. You are most welcome. Can we update our GE personnel? Yeah, this is after all the exams are over. You can certainly do that. Not an issue at all. You have to update based on only that we would be allocating seats for you. On what basis? This is again on your CRL, right? Your ranking list. You must tell us the ranking, what you achieved. It's not the ranking for the state, right? It's a total ranking for the total JEE ranking. Please don't put us into trouble by giving us your rank in Tamil Nadu, right? So we need to have the all India ranking, not a state-wise ranking. Is there any scholarship? No scholarship, please. I said it's a differential fees, and people who come the 10%, 20%, 20%, 50%. Nothing is based on your 12th grade score, but score well in your 12th standard. Don't those marks will help you out. Those grades will help you out when you apply for placement as soon as you're completing your engineering. So don't wait. Don't say that I can get any marks, but then we have a cutoff on that. 60% aggregate, minimum 60% aggregate, nothing less than 55% on any of those 3 papers like physics, chemistry, and mathematics. But get 90 plus in your 12th grade scores, which will help you to get placed when you complete your Engineering. So it is not a scholarship, it is a differential fees based on your ranking in both JEE as well as in AEEE. What is the hostel fees? Please give us some more time. We will be on our website by end of June. The reason for us to delay is because of the number of months that we are going to work for the year. So, give us some time. I think by end of June, we would be able to present the fees hostel. It would differ from campus to campus. I said somewhere around 96.1% would be the placement percentage. So I mentioned this in the beginning of my presentation. What is the minimum? Minimum would be around 4 lakhs per annum, 3.5 to 4 lakhs per annum. The median would be around 6 lakhs per annum, and the maximum, you saw it to yourself, it was about 52 lakhs. So it would be around 3.5 lakhs, or 3.5 lakhs would be the right minimum. About 5.5 to 6 lakhs would be the average salary, and of course 52 lakhs would be the highest salary for the year. By the time you people come, I hope this doubles. Right? How to apply through SAT? You have to apply through the college board. You need to send us your score through the college board. That's the only way you can apply it at the moment for qualifying your admissions into Amrita School of Engineering. Send your score through the college board. Will we be writing the exam from home or not at all? You have to write it from the sender, and that is why we said the slot allocation. Where will be the test centers? Please, all those details are there in your inner details in your websites. Please go through that. Right. I think the admissions team will be sending you the counseling link before the 25th of June, either through your WhatsApp number or through your mail ID, what you had given to us at the time of registering your application with us. And yes, this also will come to you. We will intimate you. Our team will intimate you about the slot booking. Yes, I'm sorry if an RI is not able to fly into India because of lack of flights from the international cities. I'm sorry, there's nothing that much we can do it. We can do anything for you. You can only apply through the NRI quota instead of appearing through AEEE. I'm sorry on this statement. I hope and pray that the airports open out and we permit students to come to different centers in India and write AEEE. I'm sorry for this. Nothing at the moment I can answer your query. Wish you all the best. No, that's what I answered. So the same question being repeated. Yes, of course, it is your choice. That's why we said, allocation. It's your choice to choose either the phase 1 or the phase 2. Your choice. Will it be possible to attend counseling process through mobile? Mobile, no. You have about 23 or 29 odd differences, different streams and campuses that you need to apply for. So a suggestion from the team is that you don't use mobile, you use a laptop instead. So you can, but it's going to be a cumbersome process for you. So suggestion is use a laptop. If I do not get 60%, but have a good, sorry, you should get minimum aggregate of 60%. Otherwise, you don't qualify for admission into the School of Engineering. You want to modify, again, you can write to admissions, or, after submission, you have enough time now. Whatever modification you want to do, you can still do it. Our team of admissions are much more flexible, and they will certainly adhere to your request if it is practically possible. When does the class start? Oh my God, that's a fantastic question, and I'm so happy that you're very keen to come out to us. And yes, my guess, and as far as the UGC is concerned, it's in the month of September. I would say I'm yet to answer this, whether it's going to be online, offline, but I'm sure by September I will see you all in all the 5 different campuses, and we will decide what would be offline and what would be online. But surely in September we would see you in our campus if things get back to somewhat normalcy. So let's all jointly pray that we meet you in person in the month of September. Keep that in your mind. Will AEEE exams be JEE level? Come on, don't worry. I said practice that. Whatever level, no, it doesn't matter. Keep practicing. That's all. Don't worry. CBSE 11, 12 standard. I'm sure you guys are brilliant enough. The more you practice, you have enough time. You've got about more than a month for you to practice. Practice. You will get through. Don't worry. Please, it's up to you. It's up to you. The more you write, the better for you. All right. You have enough time. You don't generally go out now. You have enough time. Please practice. So I think the same question is. No, we don't provide lateral entry. I'm sorry. We don't provide that lateral entry for BTech courses. Every guy have to join based on their eligibility into the first year of BE or BTech engineering. Yes, we do have agriculture science at a different campus in Coimbatore. You can apply also through that. It's there. The details are there in our website. We do have that 4-year course. No, sorry, sir. I mentioned to you the eligibility with intermediate board exams. I'm sorry. Unless it is 10 plus 2. I'm sorry. Or at ICIC or IB pattern. I'm sorry. We won't be able to take you in. I'm so thankful to you for listening to me. I'm sorry many of you would have certainly come out with many questions, and I will take up those questions and I'll come back live again coming Saturday on the 13th with those doubts that you have been chatting with us. I'm sure many questions would have come by now, and if anybody has any further queries and doubts that is still prevailing in your minds, you can always talk to us in the number which I provided, the mail ID which I provided. So I'm sorry I won't be able to take on to your individual questions that you raised during my presentation. But however, I will see you back on the same program, Amrita Listens, on 13th of June at 1400 hours. Till then, be good children, enjoy, be secure, be safe, don't be troubling your parents too much. And thank you so much for your patient listening. Till we meet again, this is Krish reporting to you from Amrita Vishwa Vidyapeetham, Etimade campus. Thank you so much. Good day. Goodbye. God bless. See you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.